Episode 12 starts with the scene when Sheikh Adibali decides to save Osman by giving them treasure, and Yanis is waiting in the forest for exchange of Osman. Yanis has sent Magala to take Osman to the location. Dursun and Yanis are talking about the treasure, and Sheikh Adibali's arrival while he makes an entry. Adibali and Yanis talk about their powers and victory. Yanis says, "You've changed a lot, Adibali. The young man I saw years ago was too different from you." Adibali replies, "I'm still young that I can fight with you." Yanis says, "Do you still think you can change the system I have established here?" Adibali says, "We will abolish not only your system here but you also. Your tyranny will not work here." In the next scene, Osman is alone in his tent. He has many wounds on his body due to torture given by Yanis. He looks himself in mirror and talks to himself, "Look Osman, this is you, look at these wounds. You will see your future in these injuries. See them and feel them Osman Bey, so that your fire increases inside you. See them and learn to bear loss and difficulties. When you get some difficulties, be thankful to it, because it will give you more strength. Don't forget these wounds Osman." In the next scene, Yanis and Sheikh Adibali waiting for Magala to take Osman. Yanis asks Adibali that how to train your soldiers that they are very loyal to you. Adibali replies, "They don't obey me, that obey Allah. They are not loyal with me, but with the cause. Their hearts are not connected with me but Allah." Yanis then asks, "Are you preparing Osman for the state? Will you give that wooden sword to Osman?" Sheikh Adibali replies that destiny is preparing for its prey. You will see that brave people like Osman will be end of people like you. In the next scene, Dunder Bey and his family comes to Salkan Hachin to see Bala. Dunder Bey asks that why Bala Hachin came here? What are you people hiding and what Sheikh Adibali is behind? Then he asks how Sheikh Adibali knew that Osman is in trouble. Bala replies he saw a dream. Dunder Bey laughs on it. He says that you will not make any trouble here. Osman is back once, but how we can know he will not get hurt again due to your father or you. Meanwhile, Osman comes. He wants to talk but Dunder Bey says, "I'm the chief now. You will listen me. No one can create trouble for my tribe or my tent from now on." Bala Hachin says, "I got you Dunder Bey. May Allah keep away every difficulty from you." She takes permission to leave and says goodbye to Salkan Hachin. Bala Hachin leaves and Osman wants to go behind him. Dunder Bey stops him and says, "You are again behind them when you're suffered due to them." Osman says their respect is mandatory on us. Dunder Bey says, "You are diving our paths. It shows you will fight with us for them." Osman replies, "If it needed, I will not only fight but I will cut everyone who comes between. Mark my words." In the next scene, Osman goes behind Bala Hachin. He apologizes to her. She says, "I don't want to tease people because of us." Osman asks him about Sheikh Adibali but she doesn't tell her. He insists her to tell. She says, "He sent me to your tribe and left with Ahi brothers. You are most important for your tribe and for us. We can't put your life in danger." She then tries to leave but Osman comes in front of horse and asks where Sheikh Adibali is. Then she tells him that he has gone to Yanis to give him treasure in your exchange, because he doesn't know you have escaped. In the next scene, Magala appears and informs them that Osman and the Alp have escaped. After listening this, Yanis says to kill Adibali and all of them. Adibali and other dervish fight with Byzantine soldiers while Osman and the Alps also make an entry. Yanis gets injured by Osman's arrow and runs away. In the next scene, Bala Hachin is happy because Osman will send Salkan Hachin for her hand. In the next scene, Adibali and Bala Hachin pay thanks to Allah Almighty that the whole situation is now settled. Adibali says that Osman and treasure both are safe. But Osman has to see much difficulties yet. Bala tells him that Osman told me that he will send Salkan Hachin for my hand. In the next scene, Osman tells Igul that Salkan Hachin will go to Adibali to talk about Bala. Igul gets tense and replies, "We have faced many problems due to them, and you are still thinking about Bala." She leaves in anger and worry. In the next scene, Salkan Hachin comes to meet Adibali to want Bala Hachin for Osman. She thanks Sheikh Adibali that he cared so much about Osman. He guided him when he was alone and had no one near him. Adibali says brave people should not be left alone. This was planned by Allah. Osman will get his part also. Then Salkan Hachin comes to the point and says, "You have grown Bala Hachin with best ethics and etiquettes. You taught her life and you gave her light. We want to enlighten our tents with her lightning. We want to call Bala our daughter." In the next scene, Igul tells her father that she is ready to marry Alishar Bey. Dunder Bey thanks her and praises her decision. In the next scene, Sheikh Adibali says to Salkan Hachin that we know Osman is very brave man. He is on the right track and struggling to make things good, and Bala Hachin is also grown up in educated environment. She also has a mission in her life for Islam. She will serve it and she is leader of Muslim women. But the thing is, if there is no balance in the marriage, it will cause problem. Then he refuses with the reason they are not equal. In the next scene, Salkan Hachin returns and informs Osman about Adibali's decision. Osman Bey seems unexpected after knowing about Sheikh Adibali's decision from Salkan Hachin. Bala Hachin also looks uncertain and is ready to wait for Osman Bey. Bala Hachin asks Sheikh Adibali about his decision. Adibali says that she should wait for a proper time. Adibali also refrains Bala Hachin from meeting Osman Bey. This disturbs Bala Hachin and she is worried what happened and Sheikh Adibali is angry. In the next scene, Salkan Hachin is trying to calm Osman. She tells him about the love of his father Turgul and Halima Sultan. She says when your father wanted to marry your mother, they also faced hell of troubles but at the end they become one. Osman says I'm just a step behind my destination but I'm unable to reach there. Episode 12 ends here.